Bean noodles, also known as mung bean or glass noodles, are soaked, then mixed with ground chicken, minced shrimp and spices, and rolled into rice paper before deep frying to make a tasty gluten-free roll. Welcome back to Kravings Food Adventures. I'm Karen Ahmed. If you remember, a year ago I made Vietnamese spring rolls. These were fresh spring rolls rolled together in rice paper. Well, today we're going to be making Vietnamese fried spring rolls. We're still using the same rice paper, but this recipe is very different and it's deep fried till crispy. I also have a version that you can make it in your air fryer as well. Before I go any further with this recipe, do make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get cooking. I have 75 grams of bean noodles here and I'm going to cover it with some hot water. This could take up to 5 minutes or more. You want the noodles to be pliable but not overcooked. Once soft, drain, and then using scissors, I'm going to cut these into 2-inch lengths. This is important to cut it so it's easy to handle later. Allow these to drain so they are dry by the time you need to use it. Next, I have 250 grams of tiger shrimp. I will shell and devein these and cut them fine with a knife. Don't use a food processor or it will be too mushy. You want to taste the chunks of shrimp with each bite. The bean noodles are now dry and I've added it to a bowl. Add 250 grams of ground chicken. This is ground dark meat. Add the shrimp in. I'm going to add a half cup of finely minced shallots, followed by 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Next, I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced Thai red chili. This will give a little heat and a pop of color to the rolls. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar, followed by 1 teaspoon of salt. To hold the filling together, I'm going to add 1 beaten egg. For flavor, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. Now I'm going to mix everything really well together. I've transferred everything to a smaller bowl so it's easier to work. I forgot to add the pepper, so now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of white pepper. The white pepper gives the filling a unique flavor. I have a white dish set up and I'm going to add some warm water to this. I have a tea towel set up to absorb the water and I have another one handy to wipe the other side. I've also laid down some parchment paper. This rice paper is about 22 centimeters in diameter and I'm going to insert it into the water. Each wrapper will take 15 to 20 seconds to soften depending on how warm the water is. Once soft but not too soft, remove it and place it on the tea towel. Make sure to put another wrapper into the water so you can keep this process going. Dry the other side with the second towel. I'm going to lift a heaped tablespoon of the filling and I'm going to lay it on top of the roll. I'm going to roll it over from the top. I'm going to massage the filling to form a cylindrical shape and roll again. Then fold in the sides and roll to seal. The wrapper is sticky, so there is no need to use anything to seal it shut. Repeat this process. Place all of the rolls on a parchment sheet to prevent sticking. Also make sure you don't let them touch as they will stick together. Once the rolls are ready, allow them to air dry for at least 20 minutes before frying. The oil is nice and hot and now I'm going to add 3 spring rolls right into the hot oil. You can't overcrowd this as they will start to stick together. If they do stick together, use a wooden spoon or a spatula to separate them. I also like to use a splatter guard when frying, as sometimes they can pop in the oil. Once the surface starts to fry, it will harden and it's no longer sticky, so you can use a metal spoon at this point. As the roll cooks, the wrapper starts to bubble. Allow this to cook for 5 to 7 minutes to ensure the filling is cooked, and once it's done, remove it and drain it on some kitchen towel. Now, can these be air fried? Yes, they can. I'm going to preheat my air fryer for 2 minutes, and then each batch will take about 10 minutes or less. The texture is very similar, but the wrapper has less bubbles, and the plus point is that it's not oily. Here's how they look side by side. This is deep fried versus air fried. But truth be told, I prefer the texture when it's deep fried. You decide. Enjoy.
Thank you so much for joining me on Cravings for Adventures. I hope you enjoyed this very delicious recipe for Vietnamese fried spring rolls. They are a huge hit in my household. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up and do leave me a comment. I really love hearing from you. Also, make sure that you're subscribed and that you've rung the bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And share this with your family and friends so they can enjoy it as well. And be sure to follow me behind the scenes on all of my social channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Until I see you next time, do take care. Bye.